brand new whopper long-range Tesla Model 3 has been confirmed by Tesla. Plus, we have a fresh leak and insights into the new refreshed Tesla Model 3 dubbed Project Highland, and critically, what the new long-range Tesla Model 3 tells us about the credibility of this newly leaked Project Highland photo. Oddly, I think there's a crossover that others haven't noticed yet. Hello and welcome back to another Tesla video of me, Adam Well Informed. In today's video, I want to focus on arguably the hottest Tesla news right now. First up, this whopper long-range Tesla Model 3 has been confirmed by Tesla on LinkedIn of all places, and that's because whilst it will be produced in the thousands because it's being produced solely for business orders with fleets in mind, this will head to the UK market first and deliveries should hit our not so sunny beaches in June 2023. Oh, and I think I missed the best bit. It's been reported that it will have just shy of 400 miles range. Hence why I keep calling it the Whopper Long Range. FYI, it's not the official name, but it's just my well-informed recommended Model 3 name. More on the price and stats later in the video. The second and final topic that I want to cover is the latest Project Highland leak. Now, this hasn't been confirmed by Tesla at all, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's completely fake. In fact, this matches some of the previously reported changes, and in my eyes, it definitely shares some resemblance with some of the officially covered up Tesla Model 3s already caught on camera. So let's make a credible case on the information we already know. With that in mind, is it finally time to set expectations high for a newly refreshed Tesla? Critically, this new Whopper long-range Tesla Model 3 does cross over with the Project Highland, and here's why I think it gives us an insight into the possible release window. Enough jibber jabber. If you like Tesla EV content, appreciate it if you just hit the like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell. That's it. Let's get into it. So what's so special about this new Model 3 long range rear wheel drive? Well, getting straight to the point, it should achieve 394 WLTP rated miles for a price of £46,990. That's about $58,450 for my American fans across the pond in today's prices. However, as you can see, this would fit directly in between the existing Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive and the present Tesla Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive. More about the price in just a moment. What else does this Model 3 have that the current rear-wheel drive Model 3 or long-range Model 3 doesn't have? Well, in some ways they've collided and extracted the best of both worlds. You've gained the larger battery pack and achieved that at a lower cost than the current all-wheel drive long-range Model 3. But that does come at some expense. Tesla has dropped the front motor found in the all-wheel drive Tesla Model 3. This will allow Tesla to deliver the segment-leading 394 miles, but crucially keeping costs low and securing the highest charging convenience in the words of Tesla. Therefore, whilst we don't have the maximum charging speed, I would expect it to be at least in line with the Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive at 250 kilowatts. Therefore, when it comes to bang for buck, this Tesla is packing some serious spec for those that need it, which frankly fits perfectly for my next point. Why is this targeted to UK fleets and not personal customers like you and I? Those that have watched my videos before will know that the current rear-wheel drive Tesla Model 3s and the current long-range Tesla Model 3 already satisfies the needs of the average driver today, believe it or not. So much so that I explained in my video last week why the average Joe does not need a 500-mile Tesla. However, cutting to the chase again, the needs for business customers and fleet drivers are a totally different ballgame. Their driving habits and requirements are unique to the average Joe. They will have a higher daily and annual mileage requirement. Therefore, it's also likely that they will need to rely on the supercharger network more so than the average Joe. And knowing Tesla, they have the data and feedback to do more for business customers in helping them achieve an emission-emitting free fleet. This new product directly addresses those needs and concerns of them needing more range, having access to the world's largest rapid charging network, and at a lower cost than is currently available. We mustn't forget that Tesla has already been working on their fleet offering, and they do offer exclusive features such as the online fleet management platform, as shown on the screen now. This, together with the current tax incentives in the UK as highlighted by Electric, makes the opportunity of switching business fleets to electric only ever so sweeter. Therefore, it makes the UK a great testbed for Tesla to obtain the sales data and establish if this model could be a successful one in other markets around the world. The opportunity for Tesla, beyond just further business sales, is the opportunity for them to upsell the FSD package even beyond delivery, and that's thanks to its over-the-air update capabilities. The new product is a win for business customers and a potential win for Tesla. As always, Tesla will continue to improve and refine their offering, so this may be improved even further with, say, Project Highland. Project Highland? What's that? Well, this is the rumoured refresh of the Tesla Model 3, with Reuters detailing Tesla's ambition to reduce the number of components and complexity in the interior of the Tesla Model 3 whilst focusing on features that Tesla buyers value most, which to me is effectively evolving the current offering, and I had summarised some of the potential changes in the video shown on the screen now. However, this front view image of the Highland Model 3 has since leaked online. To clarify, there is no word from Tesla about this image and about Project Highland's existence, and we don't even know if someone's getting fired for this. So your next question probably is, does this image actually hold any weight? AKA, is there anything to suggest it could indeed be a prototype of some kind? Well, according to Not a Tesla App's tweet, he claims that his source backs it as a prototype of Project Highland. For me, there's also a lot of publicly taken snaps of covered up Model 3s on the road that are under suspicion of official testing work. In particular, if we looked at the revised bumper, there is that distinctive clean line of the leaked image that's the biggest giveaway on the image, but compare it to these covered up Model 3s, that line looks ever so more distinctive now underneath the cover. Even the new headlights, they start to look more identifiable to some of the partially covered up Model 3s. So for me, the ability to compare the publicly taken photos against the leak, to me at least, it's starting to align. If you're not one for picturing potential, thankfully the Tesla community have generated some mock-ups for you to get a potential idea of the end product based on these leaks. So what does this new leak and Project Highland mean for the new Tesla Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive? It's a bit of a mouthful, that, isn't it? I'm telling you, they should use Whopper long-range. Well, to conclude, the new Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive is due for deliveries around June 2023. Why would Tesla then release a new model variant if Project Highland is right around the corner? Well, if Project Highland is true, I can see it on a scale similar to the release of the unofficial 2021 refresh of the Tesla Model 3. That changed the chrome trim to black trims, included a number of interior upgrades such as the center console, as well as the inclusion of the heat pump and electric tailgate. Combine that with knowing that the Gigafactory Shanghai is usually the first factory to release and install changes/revisions to the Tesla Model 3 and Tesla Model Y, and so much a significant change would likely be aligned with the new Model Year 2, just like the 2021 Model 3. My non-expert view of this scenario, if it's all true, the delivery of the new Highland Model 3 would be at the end of Q4 when they release the 2024 model year of each vehicle. I don't see Tesla canning the newly announced long-range rear-wheel drive Model 3 if this materializes, and they wouldn't continue to produce the old Model 3 design to just fulfill its newly taken fleet orders. Therefore, it might then continue to sell the new variant in the new Highland Model 3 guise, thus enhancing its offering even further, whether that be on pricing or product offering. Regardless, it's a very interesting time to be a Tesla enthusiast. So that's my take on how they're both calibrated and why they wouldn't continue to produce the present Model 3 if a new refreshed Model 3 hits the scene this year. I'm interested in your thoughts on the Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive and in Project Highland. Would you buy the long-range rear-wheel drive trim? And do you believe the leaked image is indicative? If you got this far in the video, you could drop me the comment, Whopper long-range Model 3, and I'll give you a cheeky thumbs up for the support. Otherwise, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share it with your friends and family if they like Tesla content too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.